Thank you for joining me. My name is Krista Mahon, independent designer with Couture from Batavia, Ohio. Today we're going to be doing flannels and football. It's a size A transfer. So we're going to mark the transfer packaging. So this one will be flannels and football. We have a few UC is black and red. We have Ohio State black, red, and silver. So we gonna do this in black and red today. So we're gonna open the packaging. And our transfers are good 8 to 12 times. So we want to make sure we mark the transfer as well. So we do front and back, and this is so we can line it up. So then we'll put flannels and football. All right. We will get our fuzzing cloth. Move that out of the way. We will peel our transfer off the back here. Okay, and we'll set this aside. We are going to use some surface wax. This is a found surface that is painted, so we're going to do that. Fuzz it up. Fuzz it to pick up a tad bit of lint, just so it's not so sticky that it will stick to our surface. We're going to get our surface wax, and I just grab a little cloth, and we're just going to wax our surface. It doesn't take much, it's just a little protection. So then we're going to change it to a clean part of the rag and just buff it in a circular motion. Okay. Then we're going to grab our transfer here, line up our surface. Okay, put it in the center. Make sure all the bubbles are out. Okay, we will stir our paste. So I used a shimmer shadow, and I have candy apple red. So just grab our stir sticks. They are plastic. They are reusable. I just put them in my bath of water, and when I'm finished for the day of chalking, just wash them up and reuse them. Okay, so we're gonna grab some squeegees. I'm gonna use the mini squeegees today. Okay, and I'm gonna think probably I'm gonna do red. I'll do black on the words, I think. Let me get my hands washed. I have it on my hands. Never fails, guys. All right. So let's get the red. I just use my squeegee to get it off my stir stick to the best of my ability. Then we're just gonna go ahead and squeegee it on here. And this is a found surface that I just painted white. Dry this and bring the flannel along the whole side and put it back down if you'd like. So do the whole bottom, the flannel part. Can definitely do that. Get the whole silk screen area. Okay, grab another squeegee to do the shimmer shadow. This is the shimmer. We always say Sunday is family football food. We love football. Okay, so we're just gonna peel the transfer off, my favorite part. I love it, guys. So what we can do is we continue the pattern around. We will wash it. I am going to make sure this is dry. We will put the ribbon around the edge. I'll show you that in 1 second. So you can either wrap the ribbon or you can tie it in a bow. So let's let this dry, and then I'll show you the next part. I always wash the transfer as soon as I'm finished. I don't let it soak in the water. I feel like you get the most usage when you don't let it soak in the water. And you want to dry sticky side up so it does not stick once it's dry. So once it's drying, it's not wet any longer or sticky when it gets wet, but as it dries, it gets sticky. So you want to make sure that Sharpie mark is face down, and then you can continue the pattern. I can show you that as well. Let's just get this dry, and then we'll put down our ribbon. I'm gonna use our quick dry tool. So cute, guys. It's going to take a little bit longer to dry, so the black shimmer shadow may take a little bit. So to dry our transfer, we're just going to, here it is washed, okay? And the teal part may stain a little bit. That's totally okay. It's not in the silk screen area. We're just gonna use a fuzzing cloth to help. Like I said, as it dries, it gets a little bit more and more sticky as we go. If you wanted to do the other part of the plaid, so our plaid ribbon is black and red, so what we're going to do is offset so it was like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it so our black will be coming in between, if that makes sense. So it was like this, and if we wanted to continue the pattern, we would just do it right here, okay? So we'll line it up, and we can continue the pattern off of here. If we want, I'll just fix this real quick. So if we want to do it this way, we're just going to flip the pattern, okay? So we're just going to move it down one. And what we're going to be chalking is going to be, we don't want it to be showing the red through. So we want to make sure we get it lined up that we're not seeing the red through. Okay, so what you can do on this, well, actually, let's do this. Let's actually do this, and we'll continue it, and then we'll go back in with the black. Make sure that this is lined up. Try to get it lined up. Bring it down a tad bit. So we're going to continue it on. So just, then we can flip the transfer and do the other side. Do the side of the transfer is the box frame, but we're going to do our ribbon around it. Okay, so then we're going to turn it this way. That should be open on that side, so we'll a minute to get it lined up, guys. want to see the red. There we go. I'm just going to push it down. Sometimes I use the flat side of my squeegee to get it pushed down. Just going to butt up right against it. Okay. Okay, and we'll turn it this way. I'm going to wipe my hands off real quick because I got it all over and I don't want to touch my white surface here. So let me wipe my hands. Okay, so then we're going to match it up down here. This is our solid mark. Get it lined up again. Okay. Then we will move it again. Let's try this. I want to be able to see the red marks through it. Okay, so then we use our flat side of our squeegee here to push it down. Do is we can, once this is dry, we can rough it up a little bit. Okay, so let's dump this in the water. Wipe this off of our transfer. Definitely, if the surface is bigger than your design, you can definitely repeat it. It's not going to be the end of the world. And then also, if you wanted to place it down again, you could do the opposite pattern in the different color. Okay, so we'll just washable paste, guys. So we'll just wash it right off. A board eraser also helps if you want it to look a little bit more weathered. You can definitely use some sandpaper or a board eraser once it dries. Okay, so I did get a little bit right here, so I'm going to just use a board eraser. Get that red off of there. All right, let's get our little cloth here and get it off of our mat so it's not going to get everywhere. And then we will do the ribbon around. So you can either do the ribbon around the whole thing and make it connect at the bottom or a bow. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to dry this so we don't touch it. A little bit of a boo-boo there, so what I'll do is I'll just take my multi-tool and I'll just touch it up and just use my finger. Perfect. dry. I love our quick dry tool. I'm gonna make sure it's off my hands. All right, let's do that, and then we can tie our ribbon. So let's grab our scissors. Okay, and we can go ahead and, like I said, you can put it around and tie a bow. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna make sure I have enough to do my bow. Probably gonna cut it a little bit longer, but that's okay. Okay. So then we can tack it at the bottom with our hot glue gun. Just make sure I have enough on the top here. Do a little bit more. Alrighty, so we will get started on our bow. Once we have it, then we can, like I said, tack down the bottom and the sides. I was gonna have not enough, but I don't think I have enough on here. If you want it to hang down, you can pull it towards you. My little frame's walking on me. I love using ribbon with wire because you can make it do what you want a little bit. If you want it to be a little bit hanging over, you can pull it towards you. You can dovetail the ends as well. So once we have this in place, we can bring it a little bit more towards the front if we'd like, or you can keep it in the center. Okay, center. If you want to tack it down, you surely can. If you want to pull it towards you, you can. I'm loving this, guys. I really am. All right, let's see here. You probably can't see everything just yet, but that's okay. All right, guys, so then we can fold these down. You can either glue them or you can just do the wire, okay? So you can either leave them on a slanted side like that, or we can dovetail them. So we're gonna, okay, turn it this way, just fold it in half. Oops, wrong way. How cute is that, guys? This one has a little bit more. Let's just cut this one a tad bit to their level. I use fabric scissors because I don't want to ruin my transfer trimmers. If you want it bigger, guys, you can surely do it bigger. I'm going to bring this top a little bit forward so the bow hangs a little bit down. How cute is that, guys? You could do buffalo plaid, black and white. You could use different. How cute. All right, so that's flannels and football. We repeated the design. And if you wanted to go back, like I said, and put this down again, you surely could. And you could put a color inside there. So it would be a multicolor buffalo plaid. So we could put black in there. So what we would do is dry this, and then we'll put it back down opposite. So the solids would go in the center there, and we can add the black. Okay, I'll just do one. I will probably finish this out, but I will go ahead and just do one so you can see it. So let's dry it. You didn't have to extend it if you didn't want to. I think it looks good extended, but you didn't have to do that. You can just use the transfer as is. Okay, into the silver. we do this, you want to go opposite of what you just did. Okay, so there's your solid. So we want to move the solid over here. Okay, and we're just going to put it back down. Okay, so we want the solid piece to be here. Okay, and we want to make sure it's straight. Okay, I'm trying to move it up a tad bit actually. All right, so you're just going to do opposite. Okay, and we're going to get black. I'm just going to go over top. So we're making our own plaid. Kind of matches our ribbon, right? And this takes a little bit longer to dry, so you want to make sure that you're going to let that dry, and then you can do the other side. Okay, so that just does something different. If you wanted to do it again, you would just continue and put the other color. Like if you wanted to do silver, you'll just put the solid there. Okay, so it's just like, it gives it a little bit extra texture. You can start down here if you want and end up over there. So I will just move my bow and do the top as well. So I'll just turn it. So we want the solid to be here. Okay, so here's our solid originally. So we're going to move our solid here. Okay. And just push it down. And then we can come back in with our silver too. So if you can do multiple layers if you'd like. Since our transfers are reusable, you have a few different things you can do with this. So it's really versatile, and you're going to use it over and over to repeat the design. We'll go back in with silver when we're done with this one and it dries. So you can do whatever you want. You can leave it as is. You can do one color. You can shift it. Whatever your heart desires. Okay. So just really cool. And like I said, we'll just repeat it. And then if I wanted to come back in with our silver, we could do that as well. So thank you for joining me for flannels and football. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some different ideas for this transfer. If the surface is too large, you just continue the pattern. I think it's really cute. Do it in your favorite team colors. Tie the ribbon, whatever color you want. It doesn't have to be even the plaid. It can be a solid ribbon. Just make it yours and do whatever you like. Chalk abilities are pretty much endless when it comes to Chalk Couture. You can add stuff. You don't have to. Do it as is. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. So thank you for joining me. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be great. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome, blessed day. Bye-bye.